Greetings, world and family. I am Richard coming to you today, being Monday, May 5th. First, a little bit of coffee, my beloved ones. Yum yum bubble gum, my babies. So, yes. Today I'm going to want to discuss. Maybe it'll be a bit of a follow-up to my last video that I did, the day before, Rocking Pandora's Box, episode 12, which was on the Golden Era, a message to the returning ones. And I loved that video. It did so well in the comments. I saw that a lot of you, family, resonated to it, because this has been like an ongoing question I've been receiving, whether in comments, private Zooms, in conversation. This is wonderful. I feel the golden era, but what is my purpose within this beautiful era? So with that, I saw a lot, because I must have discussed about the ringing in the ears within that video, because a lot of comments were about the ringing in the ears. Now, you got to be a bit patient with me, because I don't really remember all my videos I do. As you know, I get like rapid fire, and then I just like make a video or a collaboration. So I get confused or lost where whatever I babble about is where in my videos. Because, I don't just spend my time rewatching my videos, right? I love the sound of my voice, but give me a break here. I don't have time. And so I saw in the comments, there's a lot of conversation about the ringing in the ears. So therefore today, I would love to make a video on said subject. So I'll start with me and my personal experience in regards to this ringing, this wonderful ringing in the ears. So good, my family. I love my coffee. So I started with the ring in the ears. I was very, very young. 6, 7, 8 years old. And at the time that I had that ringing, it was mostly when I was sleeping. Okay, so I'm a child, and I had a recurring dream, what felt like maybe a nightmare then. But in my dream, I'm sleeping, but in the dream, I'm in my bed sleeping. And it was a big house, right? A mansion, really. And then there was a spiral staircase that went down to the kitchen. And there we had like a basement door to the basement. So in my dream, I'd wake up. But at the same time in the basement, there was a werewolf that opened his eyes at the same time as mine. And then that ringing started. And then it was like the race. Who would make it to the door first? The werewolf coming running up the staircase to the kitchen door. And I, from my bed down the spiral staircase to that door for me to lock it. And in this dream, just before I got to lock it, the werewolf pounced, and then I went flying on my back across the kitchen with the door over me and the gnarling, drooling werewolf. So that was the first time, and I know, it's not pleasant, but, I'm telling you where my ringing started. So it started in my dreams, and as, I grew up and I went in teenage years to adulthood, the ringing would come back and forth. And I knew it was never anything about me losing my hearing, but I just did not understand what it was. And I'd speak to people about it, and you're losing your hearing. Later in life, some called it tinnitus. I wrote it down because, French, big teeth, big tongue. Tinnitus. So I never resonated to tinnitus. And, what was very funny is that sometimes, like, when this ringing would emerge, it was never like even Steven on both sides. And a lot of us, the mystics, will resonate to this, right? Different ringings from different directions could mean different things. Although it could vary, okay? It's not necessarily cut and paste. But from what I tapped into when I went into my meditation this morning, looked within my inner flame, and I wanted to be as verbal about how I see it. So how I would take it as a mystic is whenever I get a download, a ringing coming out from the left side, it would usually be like a kind of an upgrade or a memory recall. Something is shifting. Whereas on the right side, it could be like maybe a message, whether it be star family, loved ones who are in another realm, ancestors, but usually a message coming in. Is it about pay attention to your surrounding? Perhaps, because sometimes it would happen in the middle of discussion, crossing a street, so it could be a loved one telling you to pay attention to your surroundings. And I know most of you, you have the ringing in the ears, and it has been increasing. It is louder. And I think why this is happening, beloved ones, is because as we are crossing over, yes, we have the fifth density, but dimension, I don't think that dimension is necessarily a place to look for, but a place that we are tuning into, very much like a tuning fork, right? Very much like this, right, Lisa? And I think that this is what it is with this ringing. It's tuning us into this fifth dimension. It is a sound, more like sonar, a remembrance, because I do believe that what was first created inside of our pocket of our universe, first came sound, then came light. So, the heightened frequency of the ear ringing would actually be a very beautiful thing. It is something that is coming to us as a remembrance, right? I mean, I am not a doctor, but I think that it goes beyond this. I'm sure there are cases for tinnitus, but for us here on this channel, it would go something bigger, further, a time of remembrance, a call out, and what would this call out be really? Like maybe it's just like by paying attention to self, higher self, what is this message truly saying with the sonar frequency? Well, it's a remembrance for you to remember who and what you truly are before you actually forgot who and what you truly are. And I think that's absolutely amazing, and I resonate so much to this. Now, so I went deeper still because my experiences have not been just like even Steven with the ear ringing, like it's a whole adventure. Now, right now, it's all got a different level altogether, and yes, I am getting the flesh of the goose. Whereas at the time, it felt like plunging at me, whether one direction, another direction, different channels, or at the same time. Now it feels more like it's more horizontal, and I can see the color of it is gold thread. So something is attuning, meaning that I myself am landing exactly into like this beautiful fifth density, right? I'm hearing the tuning fork. It makes me feel like I'm on the right path because I am actually listening. When I hear the buzzing, the ringing, the humming, I actually stop and what is the message here? And I always feel in peace. I never feel like when I was 8 years old with that werewolf coming on. Maybe back then, they were dark, different times, right? This was like in the 70s. Maybe my light was so bright that in the dream state, like the dark things spotted me. I don't want to spend too much time, but see, it's not that anymore. It's really like a golden thread of remembrance. And I also think, because, going back to the last video I did on the golden era and what our mission is that there is this soul group thing happening where within the sonar, in this ringing, and it becoming more like crystalline sounding, I think that it could be like a golden thread where many of us have this etherical channel resonating to each other, and it is a callback, a remembrance for like true loves in every form. It doesn't always have to be lovers, but love coming back together. It's like a call out, a remembrance. And this is what, like soul family is. So yeah, that was a lot of a babble. And again, I lose myself, but I think that we are pretty much ready, my beautiful Femi, to go look with the cards what my higher self, the universe, inner flame wants to share with us. But first, I need to do a little bit of feel good to you, my beloved Femi, that makes me feel so good with this dragon's breath of love. To you, La Famille, as we love you so very much. Yay! Woohoo! I need another sip of coffee. And the ringing right now it's louder, but it's not aggressive. It is soothing, and it is horizontal. And I can see the color of the gold threading. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, I feel great in my body. I feel great in my skin. I feel like there's a new glow within me. Makes me very, very happy. How much I love you. Thank you for joining us, Kefi. All right, so today, Femi, we want the antique-looking deck. And look who's on the under deck. It is us, the mystic, the Witch of the Tarot, the Queen of Wands. Higher Self, Oversoul, and Universe, please join in. Tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know in regards to the ringing in the ears, the sound frequency, the frequency that is enlightening us, Tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know. Was I accurate with my babble? Or, is it totally something altogether different? I don't think it's something different. But without my opinion, let's see what the cards have got to say. You beautiful, sexy Fanny out there. Oh, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Hi, Farah. Yeah, I did a video. I had Max Spears come in during Rocking Pandora's Box's last show we did. So 3 flew out. I'll read them in a second. So I might do a channeling video on Max Spears because he's still around. And I really, really like his energy. He feels grounded. But this is not for today. I just felt him coming in. So I guess he wanted to say hi to everyone. All right. So what flew out? We had the Death. We had the Six of Cups and the King of Swords. All right, what else? A beautiful higher self. All right, so let's go over it again in regards to the ringing. So the Death card is the first one who flew out. So that is the death of something for the rebirth of something else. And then we do have this generosity, off-world energy coming in with full abundance with the Six of Cups. The Giant being off-world, the generosity filled to the brim with flowers offered to the mortal, right? So something is delivered, something of an emotional stance. There where there is the sound, the frequency, the ringing, we speak with the King of Swords. Truth, justice, disclosure. It is very honorable. But the sword would be a wind, so the ringing, a sound coming in about justice. Moving on in a time where people feel on the abandonment, disconnected not only about physical abundance, but maybe of their body and their gifts that they have because of controlling attributes that have been around us, separating us from source, from our higher self. At the heart, be giving us the higher ground at war, babies, with the Seven of Wands. So this ringing is to help out. Like everyone who's attacking us, like we got 360 eyesight and we can get rid of them really easy. That's our heartbeat. Then we move on to the Two of Swords because yes, we've been blinded, we've been stuck, we can't move, unaware of what's really going on with this frequency or, information. But that's what it is. Giving the higher ground at being disconnected and being tied up and in a still stance, if you want. Then for the future, it is to bring us the elixir of life, alpha, the ace of cups, the ongoing fluidity, and the vessel, the human vessel, is mostly composed, I want to say 80% of a liquid of emotion. And this is to restore us, this beautiful ringing, again, like a tuning fork. Then we have Gaia, loud, proud, and online. So it's to help us restore ourselves, rebirth ourselves with a remembrance in a time where we forgot who we were. Right? The golden era, fifth density, fifth dimension, the restored Gaia. And then we end with Look, who was came up on the underdeck. We land full back circle to the intuition, the witch of the tarot, giving us all back our sense of divinity in what is the mystic. Follow your intuition. You hear the ringing. Go with it. What is the message? You know, like we all, we're all wired differently. I said this recently, but we all have like this mystic in us. So it is a very, very positive and beautiful. In the clarifyings, we do have the alpha now, the second one, the ace of wands. Very fiery, bringing in a lot of creativity, a lot of honorability, passion restored. Heartbeat is justice with the karmic punch. So we had the King of Swords, and now at the center, justice, bringing justice. And then we add a new day, a new dawn, reincarnation, rebirth, moving into this restored, beautiful republic that is Gaia. Now, I am loving all this. Under deck of the Golden is our creator. So Mother Earth, creator. I just have Oversoul and Universe. Please give me my Goldens for my golden femme beauties out there in regards to the whole story of the ringing and where we are at now with that frequency, that tuning. Yeah, I love the tuning. And I love you, Lisa. I saw you sent me a message. I haven't had a chance to listen, but I will go listen to it after. All right, so my golden beauties, tell me everything I need to see. So we're going to go right here. So yeah, a restored republic, right, in Garden of Eden, the lovers. So this frequency is made to like make us like come back from the separation of, all of it, right? Like not remembering who we are, separate us from our higher self, from our intuition. And also, like I said, right? Like that frequency could be calling into like our soul tribe. There's a lot going on here with the lovers, all positive and nothing negative. And then we're gonna go right here. And then, yeah, off-world energy, the hermit coming out of a slumber, out of the dark night of the soul, calling out to the sailors lost at sea, follow my lantern, my lampion, come to the light. And then we are going to end here. Beautiful, the most positive card of the tarot deck, the sun. Also, right, these ringing, this frequency, this tuning could be accelerated or heightened. Heightened is the word I choose. During solar flares or Schumann's resonance. But now this beautiful child is riding the dragon happily ever after. It's a never-ending story. All right, let's wrap this all up together, my Femi. So in between all my babbling and the ringing of the ears, we start off with the death card. So that clearly states the death of the old for a rebirth. That's why we got the white rose and the sun rising in the horizon. It is all off-world generosity coming in. And it speaks of truth with the ringing, the sword, the sound. It is not something malevolent. It is something that is justice, truth be declared. Why? Because right now, most have been disconnected from feeling abandoned with their higher self, with their avatar, things of that nature. But it is giving us the higher ground at warring, there where we've been stuck, blinded, crossed, unable to move. So basically, that frequency is to break the old frequency, the one that had capped us, calcified us. For the future, it is bringing us the ongoing fluidity, the elixir of ongoing life with Alpha number 1, the Ace of Cups, Gaia, loud, proud, restored, golden era, the tuning of the sound to bring us to that frequency of the fifth dimension, because density has been here. And then we have the mystic. This is what the frequency is for us to come alive, because all of us here on the channel, we're all this, okay? If you're following me and you love my content and all, it's because we're all of the same group. We are soul family. Isn't that wonderful? And then in the clarifiers, we do have speaking the truth with the second alpha. This one's got passion, integrity, creativity, Ace of Wands. At the heartbeat, it brings in justice to how things used to be, and with the remembrance of recall, like coming in that sound, recalibrating our avatar, remembering like in a time where we forgot who we are. I love this. And then it gives us a new day, a new dawn with Mr. the Fool here. So happy-go-lucky. In the Goldens, well, a restored form of the Garden of Eden, but that's also us finding our counterpart, like the division is gone. We're coming back aware with our higher self, that reconnection, if you want. And I'm getting the double whammy too, because I do see with the ringing, like if you pay attention, it's like that golden thread seeking out to those who resonate at the same tuning frequency, and then you start attracting, hence soul family. At the heartbeat, off-world energy, the hermit, we're coming out of a slumber, calling to all the lost sailors at sea. And then we end with the sun, the most positive, beautiful card. Again, solar flares, I guess I want to say, Schumann's resonance. It's all one and the same. The more that these activities are ramping up, the more that the frequency is changing. And I never feel it like aggressive anymore. I really feel like a beautiful, like, it's a weave for, like, I'm choosing the word golden weave. Yes, absolutely. So now, well, yes, my Gary had given me some beautiful presents for my life day. So I'm going to baptize today this beautiful pendulum that he sent me, which I think it's a rose quartz. So since Gary gave it to me, I'm going to baptize you Gar, because that's the way Jenny May and me call him, Mr. Gar, because it's so cute. So yes, we're already online. Gar. So, all right, so this is yes, show me no. All right, so we're going to a no, so you're all well activated. So was I accurate with this reading, Gar? Today on the ringing in the ears, so considering my intro, what I tapped in the cards about the frequency has changed, and so yeah, I'm all accurate on this, but there's so much more to it, right? I do feel that sound, if you stop, don't chase it away, meditate and ask, like, what is the message here? It is a remembrance to those who forgot who they were, but also to attract soul famille. So it is beautiful. Is there anywhere, Gar, that I am wrong, or I misread, or, mistaken my Polaroid flashes? So we're going to a no. So there you go, family. I love this. What a beautiful follow-up to, the golden era, and what is my mission? What do I do? Soul family. So this is all part of the same, right? So it's connected, interweaved. So there you go. That was my reading on the frequency of the ringing in the ears. So I hope you enjoyed it. I want you to be good. I want you to be so kind to yourselves. And I'll catch you all on the next reading. Rock and roll. Ow! I love you back. Ciao.